The following is an excerpt from the Tuesday, January 21, 2020 regular business meeting of the Kalamazoo City Commission.
I'd like to ask Andrew and Jennifer to come up. Jennifer is the COO of Kalamazoo Kalamazoo Downtown Partnership, and Andrew is the president. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Jennifer and I are each going to speak, kind of pass the mic back and forth on the 4 different impact areas. So I will hand it off to Jennifer to talk about our experience area.
So like Andrew mentioned, we have 4 areas of impact that we want to have an impact on as we think about the programs and services we want to provide for downtown. So one of those areas is experience, and we think this is how people engage with the downtown. So we categorize this as events, public art, promotions. And so for 2020, with the great input of our coalition members, we've identified our calendar here, and I want to highlight just a few of the events. I also want to start by saying that in regards to events, our organization plans a series of events every year, and we have 2 goals in this, and I think the first goal is really to support downtown businesses. So we want to generate foot traffic downtown. We want people to have a reason to come downtown. But the second reason is to create a downtown that serves everyone. So in that, we want everybody to feel welcome downtown, and we want to create events and offerings that are going to apply to all different people of different ages, races, socioeconomic statuses. So that's really our goal as we put this calendar together. Again, I want to highlight just a few on these lists. So number 1, I'll pull out Workout Wednesdays. This was a new event that we created last year. We got 12 or a dozen different businesses to come down and provide a free workout class on Wednesdays downtown, which we thought was a great community benefit. We also initiated Beats on Bates, which is a weekly music series along Bates Alley to support some of the restaurants along that alleyway and generally the downtown. So those are 2 events that event series we're bringing back next year. If any of you saw the skeletons downtown in October, that was our event. We coordinated that with the help of a contractor, and so we're going to bring those skeletons back. It was a great event. We had 35 different businesses sponsor skeletons downtown, so we hope to grow that in future and create a great reason for families to come downtown to see the skeletons and interact with the different sponsored skeletons in the downtown area. And that will start with our launch event, which was really targeted at families, and so it provided a series of events for kids, and we had more than 1,000 people show up specifically for that event on that Saturday. So moving down the list, we're also going to continue our holiday event series. So this year we had the holiday parades. That's an annual parade that our organization coordinates and sponsors, so we're going to continue that work. And that kicks off our holiday season. We're going to move into Santa's Workshop. So following the holiday parade, we start with Santa's Workshop. The Holly Jolly Trolley moves people around downtown. And this year we were very happy to have Sundays feature a Black Santa for children to come visit somebody who represents their demographic on Sundays. So we'll continue that next year, and then we also do a series of campaigns for Small Business Saturday to encourage people to shop small, and then generally throughout the year market and promote the downtown businesses and what's happening downtown. So that's all on the calendar for 2020, in addition to the other events you see up there, and I'm happy to answer questions on any of those.
Thank you so much, Andrew and Jennifer. Any questions from Commission?
We have a couple more slides.
Oh, you do?
We do, yes.
Jumping.
Not so fast, Dave.
3
Not
more,
so fast.
that's it.
Thank
Time
you.
out.
Sure.
I do have one. I just have one. What is the ridership of the Holly Jolly Trolley? Is that well attended, and when are the biggest times for people to ride?
So the Holly Jolly Trolley runs, I think I'm saying this right, and Sue, our events coordinator, would know best, but it runs Thursday through Saturday through most of the holiday season, and then we have a couple special days. We actually don't know the exact numbers of the ridership, but it's something we'd like to track in future. The report that we get back from B&W Charters, who actually conducts that or drives the trolley around for us, is that the trolley is full. So they say there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of ridership. We actually brought the Holly Jolly Trolley became the Trolley of Terror for Skeletor, and I know we had lines all day, lined up on the launch day to ride that. So we hear that it's busy, but in the future we'd like to better track some of the ridership to get a better sense for who's using it at what hours.
1 year from now, stay tuned for hard data on that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about people, and this is one of our initiatives. One of the initiatives within this category is one that I'm really incredibly excited about. So just a sampling of some of the stuff that we're going to be doing this year. We're working with public safety on hosting a regular series of downtown open houses where we can actually downtown businesses and residents and visitors can engage with public safety and with our organization in a very relaxed atmosphere. It's kind of built on a model that's a national model called Coffee with a Cop, and we're probably going to call it something different here. But the idea is to kind of move this around to different venues throughout downtown. It's very casual. We'll have several representatives from public safety and a couple folks from our office to kind of hear what some of those challenges are, what the opportunities are, what people are concerned with downtown, and let them do it in an open and welcoming and comfortable environment. So we're excited about that. We are also in the process of authoring a major community perception survey. So we really feel like making sure that people feel that downtown is safe and clean and well programmed is really critical to our work. And we know we can track what we're doing, but that perception is so important as well. So we're crafting this survey that will be distributed not just to a small slice or kind of our normal set of stakeholders, but we want to get this out and do it in a very scientific way where it would be out. We can track the differences of perception from folks maybe that live in the city, that live in the metro, that live in the region, that work down here, live down here, et cetera. And then the one that I'm the most excited about here in this people category is the Downtown Ambassador Program. So as we've started to get more engaged with some of our peer communities throughout the country, they're all kind of organized differently. They have a different set of priorities, a different plan that they're following. But the one common thread that we found is they have a really, really strong focus on clean and safe initiatives. And that kind of gets back to that perception thing. And what we envision that looking like here is mid-year this year, we'll be actually launching a Downtown Ambassador Program. If you've been to downtown Detroit or South Bend or Grand Rapids, are kind of the three nearest ones. These are full-time living wage jobs. People would be out every single day picking up trash, removing graffiti, doing plantings, helping be kind of a friendly guide for visitors downtown, helping them get to their location, asking them if they need anything, and serving as an extra set of eyes and ears for public safety as well. So we're very excited. Stay tuned for that. We're targeting June or July for that, and want to figure out, we've been talking with our partners at the city. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the budget last minute, but we're really excited. We have a number of community organizations that are helping support that, Metro Transit, City, Consumers Energy Foundation, Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, Discover Kalamazoo, a true community effort around that. And then I will hand it back to Jennifer unless there's questions on any of those three items.
So moving into growth, I'll go over a few initiatives that we're planning in the area of growth. So to start, developing a retail plan. So by this, we really mean assessing the current retail mix and then identifying gaps in the market to better inform how we're shaping our downtown and the offerings downtown going forward. Closely related to that would be the building out the real estate data on our website. So this would be both the listing of existing businesses and attractions downtown, but also identifying available commercial retail spaces to help bring in new tenants into those vacant spaces downtown, in addition to a number of other factors or tools that we will have on the website. Closely related to that is developing an incentive toolbox. That's kind of what we're calling it. So figuring out how are we supporting existing businesses downtown? What kind of grant programs should we have to support existing businesses, sign grants, facades, et cetera. But also looking at what kind of incentives do we have to offer to new businesses wanting to open up downtown. So working with our coalition members to explore some of those. As part of this, we've been given a specific directive to identify incentives specifically targeted for minority and women-owned businesses. So part of that will be included in that overall bullet point. Additionally, we are looking to expand pop-up opportunities downtown to fill existing spaces. This holiday season, our pop-ups brought almost 9,000 people or visitors downtown, and so we want to continue that trend and also continue to provide opportunities for emerging entrepreneurs to test the market downtown, and again, specific targets at minority and women-owned businesses, so giving that group a chance to offer their products downtown. And lastly on that list is growing our Downtown Dollars program. So this is a great way to encourage local spending. And we can go into the details of that if folks are interested in it, but we'd like to continue to grow this program. It's something that's been around for a long time, and we've moved it to an electronic system, so we're going to look to continue to do that in 2020.
Last switch. I want to talk real briefly about place, as that is one of the more visible impacts that we have. So I'm sure that many of you have seen some of the stories about the Arcadia Creek Festival Place, whether that was a week ago, 3 years ago, or 5 years ago. It's something that's very near and dear to the community, and we know that it's not performing as well as it could right now. So our team, with the help of our Coalition for Place, has spent many hours over the last few weeks vetting 10 proposals that we received and actually interviewing 4 firms that are going to help us marry what those national best practices are for world-class public spaces with the market realities here in Kalamazoo, and then that public input around what the next phase of growth could be for that. So we're actually going to be selecting the firm here in the next day or so and notifying them. And then in a few weeks or a month or so, we'll actually probably roll out what that public engagement process will look like. It will follow the city's public engagement plan. So I would anticipate opportunities both for open houses, design charrettes, surveys, et cetera. Again, very excited about that. In conjunction with the work that Directors Kick and Baker are doing and City Planner Anderson, to rethink our downtown street network. We know that that is moving forward and will be brought forth to the community in the coming months. And a lot of those things that are revealed are going to be, 5-year horizon, are going to be very challenging and big picture things. We know that there are improvements that can be made this year to improve safety and access for people downtown. So we're going to work with Public Services and our Coalition for Place on the example I show there is a very low-cost intervention to an intersection that actually narrows it, makes it safer. So looking at making some modest investments in some of those types of things as well. And then we're also going to continue our alley activation work. I trust most of you are familiar with Bates Alley. We're going to take the work that we've done there and that momentum and actually bring that across Portage Street next to the Stamped Robin, between there, back to where Exchange Place and Farmers Alley is, and then on to the mall. That will not be a closure to traffic the way that Bates is. There won't be permanent decks built, but we've worked with a work group from our Coalition for Place and have 3 different designers from some of the firms here in town working with us to come up with ideas for 3-dimensional art, 2-dimensional art, and lighting installations that we can do there that'll really be a compelling thing where someone walking down the mall was just kind of intuitively seeing this alley and wanting to go into it. And who knows, perhaps during Art Hop, we could close it for a couple hours to do something really neat. But that is just a small sampling, and I know that was way more than 5 minutes, but thank you for your patience in listening to that, and we're certainly happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Thanks again, appreciate it. Thanks for your great work. Any questions? Thanks again.
Thanks for watching. What events, public art, services, promotions, businesses, infrastructure, and transportation improvements would you like to see in downtown Kalamazoo? Please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments section.